This painting is called Courage, Friends, Allies, and Good People. In Israel, there's a dedicated place called the Avenue of the Righteous Among Nations. It's a place which honors the heroes who, during World War II, put themselves at risk to save the life of at least one Jew. In early days of the program, a tree was planted for each of the heroes, but now because of or space constraints, a plaque is used to memorialize the heroes. Inspired by this notion, I painted an olive tree in the middle here, and olive trees are incredibly hardy. They're drought tolerant. They can grow in rocky or poor soils. In other words, olive trees, like the memorialized heroes, can withstand difficult or threatening circumstances. There's actually pencil drawings of other trees around them representing those people who may say that they'll help or they'll stand up, but that kind of fade away into the darkness when the times get tough. The stitched white lines forming this upward pointing triangle represent our imperfect attempts to help and lift others. If you notice how imperfectly stitched they are, but they get better as you go. The scene seems to unravel here at the bottom, indicating that the work of courageously standing up for others is unfinished. On the side, there are these coral triangles pointing upward with the yellow pointing downwards. But on the other side, it flips and the coral are down and the yellow are pointing up. And that represents the fact that sometimes we are the ones that can do the lifting and sometimes we are the ones that need to be lifted. It reminds me of the poem First They Came by Pastor Martin Niemöller, which I first saw on the wall of my 8th grade classroom. It reads, "First they came for the communists, and I did not speak out because I was not a communist. Then they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak out for me." Learning that the pastor actually began the war as an anti-Semitic Nazi supporter, but ended it in a concentration camp, only adds to the significant meaning. We should not support others just because we are expecting a quid pro quo or a pat on the back, but the truth is, if we do not stand for others, who will stand for us? It takes courage to speak up for others. Few of the righteous among the nations set out to be heroes, but when opportunity knocked on their door, sometimes literally, they stepped up and saved lives. I hope viewers will consider the unfinished work of helping those in need. We should ask ourselves, who do we, or who should we, stand up for and stand with? What can we do to help? And do we have the courage and integrity it takes to stand with those in need, even if we stand alone?